Welcome back to another video. I am Renowned Zero, and I'm here to talk about an update on the clowns on Twitter and the update for ISO number 1, has broke 3.5 million as of today with 25 days left to go. Please check out the campaign. If you are new here, I appreciate you for being here, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope you like and comment on the video. We're gonna jump right into it. Please go ahead and support this. This is gonna be awesome, and it's independent project by a great creator named Eric July, Young Ripper 59. But today we're gonna go back to this because you got this clown here, Dane AF, who claims that Eric cannot sell a comic based on his own merits, which is a lie. It's a flat-out lie, and doesn't fully understand what Eric is saying in this clip at all. So we're gonna go through the clip real quick. And we're going to go through a couple tweets here and go through this, and I'm going to give my thoughts on these Twitter weirdos once again. Here we go.
This company is going to make me so much money.
Yes, they are, because they keep producing woke trash. And people don't want to pay for woke trash. They want to pay for a good product that's going to not treat them like shit or talk down to them or potentially give them a political message that they don't really care for.
I mean, yeah, and that's the title of the video, by the way. This company is going to make me so much money. So at least he admits it.
He admits that that Marvel and DC are going to make him so much money because they're consistent in pushing the customer away and telling them basically that they're pieces of shit and they don't want their money and they're not the fans that they want. And they don't want this political woke garbage. So, of course, he's going to make a lot of money off of this because he's monetizing essentially the stupidity of Marvel and DC. But this guy doesn't understand that.
That he is grifting on the backs of Marvel. He can't.
It's not a grift when literally people are looking for a good product and Marvel and DC are pushing these people out of liking their comics by being politically correct and trash. When all people are looking for is good entertainment, and they're not finding it with Marvel and DC, so they're going elsewhere, which you don't like, and you're retarded.
Can't sell his book on its own merits. The resentment that
It's clearly selling on his own merits because people are looking at the characters and everyone seems to like Yaira. So, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Literally, there were 2 cosplays at Anime Matsuri of the character of Yaira. What are you talking about, you retard?
he is building, and him and others, chuds, have built towards Marvel and DC mainstream comics, and also representation within those comics.
No, the representation is just representation for representation's sake. They're not in there to make a new character. They're just putting a character, or they're taking a well-established character and they're just race swapping them or gender swapping them or sexuality swapping them. That's not representation. That's basically taking the legitimacy of a established white character, because it's mostly just white characters they do this with. I'd say it's always white characters they do this with, and they're just doing these swaps of whatever to appease to a bunch of Twitter weirdos that don't buy anything and they're pissy broke. But you're too stupid to understand this. Crap, I hit a button. Come on, where is it?
Mainstream comics and also representation within those comics. It's all an admission that his comic is not interesting or inspired enough to.
It's clearly inspired enough that people would make cosplays of Yaira, you absolute moron. It's clearly inspired people enough to make cosplays for a character that hasn't even been fully out yet, but they see the potential and they see how awesome the character looks, and they made cosplays on that character. You can't really say that too much about many other independent comics out there.
Just grab people's attention as a comic book.
It has grabbed people's attention as a comic book, because literally there are people who are buying the comic who have never bought a comic book in their life, who have been pushed aside by Marvel and DC, the big 2, and are basically being told, we don't want your money, go elsewhere if you don't like our politics, or whatever garbage we decide to put into our comic books. So people just said, Well, yeah, I guess I'll take my money elsewhere and give it to some creator that doesn't hate them, that wants to make good content, doesn't want to be political in their book. But once again, you're too much of a fucking retard to understand how stupid you actually sound. You think you're smart, but you're actually retarded with your room temperature ass, your room temperature IQ ass. You're fucking retarded. But you'll probably never understand that. And of course, this stems from the fact that you will not debate Eric with your shitty points, because you know your points are shitty. You know you're wrong. You're very ignorant to the fact that people are sick and tired of the woke trash coming from Marvel and DC. So you decide to talk a lot of bullshit, and then when you get invited on to speak your points and debate, you become a chicken shit bitch about it. So fuck you. As you can see right here. How about instead you come on my stream and support a single claim you made, or that you even read a single comic in years from the publishers you depend on to sell your book. This man has long boxes and short boxes that he's previously always shown off on stream, and shows that he actually buys the comic books that he talks about. But of course you probably don't know that because you don't actually watch his content. As you've basically admitted without admitting, you don't watch the content that you're talking shit about. So who's the guy that has to prove the claims that they're talking about? You. And I know you won't be able to, because clearly you're wrong here. You're just wrong. You're just flat out wrong. To which Eric replied, that's called a simulcast. You're welcome to stream your perspective. What time works best? I'm ready after 4:30. This was, of course, on August 30th. Why would I go on, here to reply, why would I go on Eric's stream to debate or whatever when my co-host, Little Movie Perp, debated him months ago and Eric hid the video from public view? Where? Apparently says Superman isn't an alien, he's a humanoid. Dude is a tourist and a charlatan. The offer was given to you. Again, you're welcome to stream from your behalf. This tells me you'd rather yap from afar instead of actually engaging with the person you're doing all these videos about. Being a chicken shit, essentially. Being a chicken shit. Because that's what people like that are good at. They're good at being chicken shit bitches on Twitter. And then when they talk a bunch of bullshit, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Just like this person, Wirecats, talking about, what is ISOM even about? Describe without comparing it to the big two. Well, if you look down his Twitter account, he has a pinned tweet that tells you all about the comic. If you took 2 seconds to look, you would know what the comic's about. You know? There he is again, challenging me to discuss my gripes. Debate on his stream is a win-win for Eric. I go on, he deflects, mutes me when I make points, denies reality, screams about Rose maybe, declares himself winner. He doesn't actually do any of that. You're just dumb. Because again, you've never watched any of his debates. He actually doesn't do any of that stuff. I think the only time I've actually seen him mute somebody is if he won't let him get a point across after he's let the other person finish their point. That's probably the only time I've ever actually seen that. But other than that, he doesn't do any of those things that you do. He actually breaks down and destroys people's arguments in real time. But of course, you don't want to be embarrassed by someone who can actually debate and get his points across and make you look like a total moron. You just don't want to look stupid. That's fine. You have every right to not look like a total moron when you go up against someone who can actually debate about their product better than you can. This guy, Miniature Bill, have fun trying your hardest to hide your stuff behind a paywall. We know you need that when your comics can't support you. Meanwhile, he's made like at this, when this was taken, he was at 3.495. He's currently over 3.5 mil, as I showed in the beginning of the video. Misandrous, and notice how this comic has no black women who are part of the main characters. Yeah, this is Avery Silverman's sister, who's part of the main characters. You dumb fuck! If you knew that, if you actually took 2 seconds to watch the trailer that I previously mentioned, you would know that. But of course, you talk a lot of shit and you don't know what you're talking about, as always, with these people. You're not Loza. You're not standing on your own, Eric. You're using other people's work to push your comic. To which he replies, Marvel Comic Pro disrespect RippaVerse. I respond, you're dumbass. You can't stand on your own. Boy, wait until you find out what Image and Tommy Farland did decades ago. And no, I will not stop doing these videos. I will continue to monetize you cracks. As he should. He should continue to monetize stupid people. That's what I'm trying to do with these videos. I'm trying to monetize stupid people. Because it's funny as hell. And then he, of course, follows it up with this. Eric follows it up with this. You can't stop They're dumb. You can't stop talking about the competitors using their work to push your own. Todd McFarlane damned it 30 years ago, which he makes a video about beating the competitors and saying McFarlane's toys are better and all that. To which, in my opinion, his toys are still some of the best stuff I've ever seen. Because I have, for example, a toy of Noble 6 from Wicked Cool Toys, and I still have the McFarlane version. The McFarlane version is still far superior to that newer version of that same character. He continues, these weirdos have very short memories, or they're noobs, and forgot how many alternatives popped up using marketing that was specifically built on espousing that when they weren't them. They're mad I just had a more compelling presentation. And I'm not even using trailers / RippaVerse branded material to do it. My YouTube commentator isn't going away because I've started a multi-million-dollar comic company. Get used to it. I'm just getting started. I commented actually on this thread saying basically that it's not comic related, but Sega and Nintendo did the exact same thing. Sega did the same thing with their Sega do what Nintendo don't. Like, they literally, stuff like this has been used forever in all different mediums for decades now. It's like, this isn't new stuff. This isn't new anything. Like, this, using your competitors to push up your own product, this isn't a new thing. But it's because that Eric is an independent comic creator that they don't like because he has a different politics, or they don't like him as a person, period. He can't do that. Oh, he can't do that because he's who he is. Nah, fuck that. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, Eric. Keep fucking monetizing these crackheads on Twitter. It is so satisfying to watch these people's arguments get destroyed in real time, melt down consistently over this man having seen as much success as he has seen. Keep on doing it, because I will keep throwing money at this project. I will keep throwing money at RippaVerse. When the next campaign comes out, ISO number 2, I'm going to get a one of everything, because you crackheads decide that you want to continue to talk shit. At some point, I'll probably get the Dokemon cards, and I wasn't even planning on getting those. But you know what, at this point, fuck it, I'll get everything. I've already got signed cover A, signed cover B. I got the RippaVerse comic shirt, I got the Yaira shirt, I got the Yaira poster, and I got cover C for reading. So, I think at some point, I'm probably going to end up getting the Dokemon cards, because you crackheads on Twitter are always talking so much crap about other people's projects. Like, you just consistently make me want to just keep backing it, because it's just so funny to watch you bitches on Twitter just consistently just cry about it all day long. It's like, why can't you go do your own thing and do something worth your time that's not bitching on Twitter every single day? And that's the end of my video. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Like I said, comment below what you think about all this. Subscribe for more content. And back to RippaVerse. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description, as well as my Twitter and Twitch. I'll be streaming over on Twitch around 9 p.m. I'll be streaming Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. And I appreciate you all for being here. I appreciate all the new subscribers who have made my Hogwarts Legacy video blow up recently, and my Neurotic video and my Heal vs. Babyface videos blew up. Appreciate you all for being here, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.